In our second game of the day, Foggy impressed us quite a lot already. Can he do it now against the best orc of all time, who, to make matters worse for Foggy, has also been looking incredibly strong lately? Lin won the DreamHack Asia Finals, and he's been seemingly winning, well, pretty much everything, honestly. Let's take a look. We're starting off on Last Refuge once again. Peon Scout up on the high ground. Is Lin gonna allow the level 2 keeper or not? There's two options for the orc. Either to go here on your side of the map, get the high priest there, or be more aggressive, go to the enemy side. And Focus earlier did allow Foggy the level 2 for free. Lin is not doing that. Lin is playing ultra aggressive. Look at that. Blade Master into the main. The Grunt is running after the Keeper. And that looks like a mistake in the base build. This shop is not protected by the burrow. Usually the shop should be standing here, so that it is protected by the burrow. It's not a game-losing error, but it is annoying. Grunt now in the main to deal with his harass. But if he takes damage, he can't heal up the Grunt here, Lin. Did creep one of the High Priests. That was a little bit of experience for him. Sentry wards found. That is a cancel, though. Oh, and Foggy with the surround. Oh my god. He's gonna kill the Grunt, isn't he? I can't do it. Whew, that was close, though. And this Grunt is gonna be low HP for a really long time. This costs a lot of mana for the Keeper. 300 mana. But it's a big delay. Yeah, the Keeper shouldn't chase. Even if he gets the Grunt, he would lose too much HP, I think. Pretty good start for Foggy. There's no expansion up yet, though. The Wisp standing over here seems like that's going to be the purpose. A bit of time wasted, I guess, by Lin. I like the aggressive move at the beginning, trying to not allow Keeper level 2. But why did he move into the main? It's perhaps was a bit of wasted time. We have the tele staff also now for Lin, able to track the opponent very well. And here's the expansion. Normally there's 4 different spots where an expansion can be. Either here. Okay, on this position it can't be here, but it could be here. Yeah, either there, or here, or there. And it's really hard to scout for all those at the same time. And I didn't even see the Ancient Protector. AP is standing. But Foggy's still at level 2. If Lin could prevent the level 2 here, that would be wonderful. But it seems like that Trapper must go to Foggy. And with that, finally, we're going to have level 2, and we have Entangle. But Keeper only around 100 mana. Oh, and the Grunt healing on the high ground. That's pretty cool. Waiting for the Shadow Hunter to come out. In this kind of situation, when you're trying to force back the opponent, we will oftentimes see Hex first. Lin needs more heal salves. Oof, just barely got them in time. Man, that was close. Foggy killed the shop already. This AP, really not that expensive. Oh, if he could cancel the Lodge, that would be wonderful, but I don't think that's gonna work. And here we see the Hex. Trying to click on the Keeper. Entangles around. Oh, he almost had it. Oh my god. Wisp, detonate. And he has to TP out. And he almost killed the Shadow there. Foggy with some great plays today. I also love that he always brings the Wisps. And now the Shadow is stuck on Serpent Wards. Excuse me, on Hex. Which... Oh, and the Keeper staffs back in. The Mad Lad. And that's at least one Grunt dead. Maybe even 2. I don't think he can get 2, though. Did he get the experience? I'm not 100% on that either. Grunt killed, Shop killed, Expo finished, and now we have the Alchemist. Foggy with a great game. Thank you, by the way, Tripkey with a 7-month resub. Exodon TV with a 32 months says greetings. And Mofat with a 12 months says Foggy, the new king in Europe. Yeah, pretty much. He defeated Happy twice now. That is certainly something that nobody else was able to do. Maybe ever. Or at least for years. Foggy and Happy, definitely the 2 best by far at the moment in Europe. Even more so than they were before. Natural now being crept. We don't have Nature's Blessing yet. About to finish, though. Second Ancient of War in the main, not at the expansion. Foggy oftentimes likes to secure his expo with more buildings. Like Ancient of War, Moonwell, Shop, stuff like that. But we don't see that now. Oh man. Shadowhunter experience is looking horrendous. Normally when we reach level 3 Shadow quickly, and then be really strong with Serpent Wards 2 and Heal Wave. But here now with the Hex. This is not gonna scale well. This is not gonna scale well at all. Oh, Baitmaster coming in Invis. Can he steal the big creep? This would be a huge play. Oh, the Windwalk. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Gets the item. Gets the item. Stole the robe. Not the experience though. Whew. That was so close. Shadowfire level 2 does not hesitate. Goes into Serpent Wards right away. So no heal wave on this Shadow. Wow. Alchemist almost level 3 now. Keeper is level 3. Expo's mining. And a Wisp, of course, over at the Natural. Looking for a counter expansion. That is currently not in production. Foggy sitting at 50. He cleared out the Merc camp, so he can go for mercenaries easily. This game is looking great for Foggy. And it all started with the Blade Master wasting his time walking to the Night of Expansion. Night of Main Base, I mean. And the shop being in the wrong position. Or the barracks, I suppose. Being in the wrong position. Blocking the shop. Base builds can matter. They don't always. But sometimes they do. Foggy pushing into upkeep. 1-1 upgrades on the way. He would love to have some heal scrolls as well. So would Lin. But Lin only 1 mining base. Doesn't have that much luxury. Level 3 Alchemist. Very good. And now, heal scroll, protection scroll. Is he going to go for the invuln as well? Nope. I think he really should go for an invuln. He doesn't have a TP anymore. And he knows that Lin has Hex. Hex Serpent Wards. Here's bringing Wisps. Very important. Against the Hex, mainly. And AP coming up instantly. This one will be able to cancel the Orc Expo by itself. Scroll the Beast, though. A lot of damage against this tree. However, we do have Nature's Blessing. Foggy comes in from the south. He's bringing a lot of Wisps. Tons of Wisps. This looks like the previous patch, where the Wisp burned more mana. Shadowhunter wasn't burned that much, though, to be fair. Alchemist Heal Spray seems to have not done too much yet. We see one more here, but the Heal Spray isn't really healing for that much, if we're honest. Quite a few hunts going down. One grunt also over there. Archer's dying quickly now. Heal spray doing its best to keep it alive. Ooh, the AP might actually not cancel the expansion. Staff home. And that should be the AP going down for certain. Can Foggy cancel this expansion now? This is the big question. Shadowhunter somehow still has mana. Didn't use it on anything but Serpent Wards. And Lyn with a great comeback. Foggy, I think, got a little impatient when he saw the attack towards his expansion. He kind of rushed in. He could have played a little bit more slowly. Come in with all the archers at the same time. That was not the perfect engagement by Foggy. No tech yet, by the way. Foggy wants to cancel this expo. But with him not having a TP, that's pretty risky. Hex against the heal spray. Shadowhunter starting to run out of mana now. Focus fire on the grunts from the archers. We do have 2 armor upgrades on them though. They're pretty tanky. More Motrians being summoned. Shaman Purge. There's not limitless Shaman Purge anymore. Another grunt goes down. Level ups. Very close here for the Shadow. But his level 4 doesn't do much at all. Wisp could detonate into the back. Ooh, that was a big one. Lots of mana drained there with that Wisp. Shadow does get the level 4. Foggy really doesn't have much here left. He has more supply, quite a bit more than Lyn, but the expo is standing, the shop is up, and that shop counts for tons of supply now. Foggy definitely gave away his advantage this game. And what's he gonna do now? Considering the fact that there's no level 2 heal wave, the Shadowhunter doesn't have as much sustain as usual. He did go for heal wave now, by the way. So, 1-1-2 build. Which, of course, he had to go into out of necessity. Would prefer at this stage to not have Hex at all. Bell of Giant Strength on the Blade Master. Not bad. Makes him quite a bit more tanky. Foggy doesn't really have much lumber. Hard for him to transition into tier 3. Only has 1-1 upgrades, by the way. Seems like he didn't have enough wisps. Pretty much this whole game. He's making some more now. Of course, he's always also pulling wisps into the fight. Only 1 heal scroll for Foggy. It's not that much. As the attack is hitting the Orc main. And there's no reinforced defenses. That just looks like a straight up mistake by our Orc player. 2 burrows going down potentially here. Staff back. I think he tried to fake a TP. That didn't work. 2 burrows gone. A grunt over here. Oh, if that one gets entangled, it's right away dead. Keeper mana is pretty low though. I'd love to see tier 3 behind this by Foggy, but again, lumber is the problem. He's going for a shop in the back. We do have mirror image now on the blade. It's the 1-1-2 build. 2 levels of crit. Great position for Foggy. Archers protected by behind these hunts. But the hunts do go down pretty quick. Scrove protection coming in. Oh, Shadowhunter did retrain, by the way. Went for a Tome of Retraining. Blade Master. Really low HP. Alchemist behind enemy lines. He's in a very difficult position now, but he does have the invuln. And does also still have heal spray to use and a speed scroll. Heal scroll that it is. Blade Master still super low. Use the invuln there. 7 seconds of invulnerability for him and the Alchemist. Foggy. Can he do it? It looks like he's going to be able to close it out here, actually. Mirror image saves him for a little bit longer. Alchemist in trouble. Alchemist about to die, but if the Blade Master comes out of the shadows, maybe he will fall as well. The heal spray. Just barely, not enough. Whew. Insanely close there. The Alchemist will be lost, but probably more losses for the Orc. Lyn down to 38 supply only. He's got tons of gold, though. He's not really producing units right now. Foggy, Tavern Revive is available to him. Does he have the lumber for it, though? Maybe his lumber is stuck. Although, it should be enough. It should be enough. Lyn's still alive. Game not over yet. Shadowhunter about to hit level 5. Blade Master pretty close to 5 as well. Foggy, what's the mana looking like? The Moon Juice. Not that good, really. Alchemist needs to get some clarity. He needs to get some mana pots. Wait, there's no shop? Foggy doesn't have a shop. That's pretty crazy. Well, that's one way to save gold. To just not have a shop in the first place. Shadowhunter level 3. What's he going for? He's hesitating between Serpent Wards and Heal Wave. Maybe he wants to eye up the army first. See how many hunts there are. It's only 2 hunts, so should be Heal Wave, I suppose. Foggy could definitely make a shop right here. Make shop back here, that would be wonderful. Oh, he's making it right in the middle, right in front. That one might get cancelled. Whiz coming in for the detonate. Splits from Lin. Looking good. Blade Master in the front line. What about him though? Where's the heal wave? Very last second. It is heal wave 3, but the Blade Master is still low HP. Book of the Dead could be used. He's holding on to it for now. He wanted to make sure the Wisp didn't get the detonate. We have lots of Lightning Shield now coming in. The Kodos with some Devourers as well. Foggy's quickly running out of mana, but the shop's about to finish. The AP is about to finish. Is it going to be good enough? Book of the Dead now coming in. Mirror Image again. Gets him out of the entangle. Foggy drops down to only 50 supply left, and Lin takes the supply lead. The DreamHack Asia champion might be doing it again. And Foggy just doesn't have the punch anymore. These archers with only 1-1 upgrades, they're not that strong. And the Orc heroes on double level 5, closing in slowly on level 6, have done it. They've done it. Great game by Lin. He was in so much trouble. But he stayed alive, brought it back. And at some point, if the game goes long enough on even economy on tier 2, Orc will outscale the Night Elf hard. Foggy calls for the GG, and it's the 1-0 lead for Lin. Very good game though, very competitive. With just a few mistakes that made the difference. Lin sort of wasting his time in the early game with the Blade Master and having a bad base layout put him in a difficult position, and then the AP came up and he lost to Grunt. That hurt a lot. Looked really good for Foggy then, but Foggy overreacted to the attack coming towards his expansion. He just A-click ran in with everything when he should have positioned a little outside the fight first and get his whole army together and then attack. And be there probably with the Wisps quicker as well. But of course, easy for me to say with a very relaxed mindset, whereas these players in the game, for them, it's a lot more stressful. Map number 2. Gonna be starting in a minute. What's that one gonna be? Concealed Hill. Very often is the Night Elf choice. And then Echo might be the Orc choice. Turtle Rock also in the pool. I always forget about Turtle Rock. But we do have that here on NetEase. They of course removed Twisted Meadows last season already. And Turtle Rock was added. They also added Tide Hunters and Autumn Leaves into the map pool like the European tournaments did. But it's not yet part of the qualifiers. It's supposed to be part of the qualifiers next month. Yeah, I think it's always like super risky to go for this tier 2 push. You might win the game, maybe. But if it fails as Night Elf, it seems like you lost the game. I think if you're in a decent position, if it's not just about surviving, I think you should always go tier 3. and make use of marksmanship or triple hero. Over the last few months, it really seemed like that's almost the only way that Night Elf can win against Orc. Is my netties bugged? No, I think it should be fine. Focus playing against Fortitude, of course, is happening. Moon against Mikael is happening. And also Soen playing in the open qualifier. Let's take a look. Do we have some more updates in our grid? Big shout out, as always, to the Liquipedia boys who are updating this in real time for us. But apparently no news yet. No results here yet. We know Lin got the 1-0 lead and looking poised to make it in first place out of this group. As mentioned earlier, Lin has been looking absolutely marvelous. Pretty much everywhere he played. He hasn't dropped a single map so far. So, what are we going to see next? Foggy, can he bounce back from that loss? Give me a second, guys. I think I just joined the wrong game. Foggy was in a good position on map 1, but perhaps a little over-eager. This seems to be where the top players, the very greatest, oftentimes seem to distinguish themselves when getting into a strong position, how to use it perfectly and to not throw away the advantage, because Foggy definitely did have a noticeable advantage. And that is maybe what you need against Lin. Get off to a good start. If he cannot manage that this time here now on CH, he may have a tough one, but we'll see. Lin, the bottom left. Gonna play Blade Master, I would assume. Yes. Farseer Headhunter is all the rage lately. But against Night Elf, it's really not that good. If the Night Elf knows how to counterplay it, you can punish Headhunters very heavily. Farseer Headhunters actually are looking the strongest right now in Mirror, Org Mirror, and against Human. Against Night Elf and Undead, not really that much, I think. Concealed Hill, a pretty decent map for Night Elf. Lots of little green camps. You can sneak during nighttime. Have the Blade Master follow you around, get the Tele Staff, and then staff somewhere else and get the fast level 3. The fast level 3 is a pivotal moment for the keeper in the early mid game, and oftentimes allows Night Elf to get the slight edge, to be able to expand and then overwhelm with numbers to either get map control, and with that tech to tier 3, or expand again, or just go for a decisive push, trying to go for the kill. But I think this kind of style is sort of outdated. Trying to kill the Orc on tier 2, it never really works. As we saw last game. Blade Master is not close enough to steal the last hit. Instead he's going for the enemy merchant. And with the Windwalk trick, you can do this without taking too much damage, without the creep camp healing. And that is all allowed by the Peon Scout. He knew what the opponent was doing, so a well-utilized Peon Scout allows these top Orc players to play that early game just that little bit more efficiently and be able to counterplay the Keeper properly. But now the Peon Scout is dead. Foggy, of course, knows this, and he's trying to evade the blade. But Lin knows that is the plan for the Keeper. Ooh. Does he arrive in time? He cannot steal the last hit. And he can't kill the Archer either. Ah, no he can't. Never mind. He's got the dust. He gets the kill. The Treant is stuck in here. Oh. Creeps deny the experience, though. And again, the Keeper off to the races right away. You always want to be far away from the blade. And then creep freely to level 3. A lot of Orcs just park their grunts in the main. Out of fear of losing them. And it seems like that's also pretty much what Lin's doing here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Creeping up that little bit more. Gets to level 2. We see the Peon Scouts. But Foggy's having trouble getting that level 3. Where is he going to get the level 3? This camp is not enough. He will have to get the green here as well. And that will be enough. But that's what the Peon's looking for. And tier 3 is already finished. Shadowhunter coming out. Grunts are protected in the main. Wait a minute. Did he lose a grunt? Normally we see 3 grunts. And again, the Keeper doesn't get the level up he wants. Super early bestiary. Interesting. It might be Wyvern. Hex Wyvern is part of the meta. It's not played a lot, but every now and then we do see it. It's very good for early skirmishes against Huntresses. It will fall off later, though, heavily. With only 2 grunts, the Shadowhunter cannot creep a lot. He can go for the green here, maybe for level 2. But for the natural, he needs a bit more, needs the help of the blade, I suppose. Finally, Keeper level 3. It took a long time, but Foggy gets it. And with that strong Keeper right now, he's trying to apply a bit of pressure, force attention on the south of the map, so his expansion will finish. And the Tree of Life is around 25% done. We see Nature's Blessing coming. Is it Hex? Possibly. It is the Windrider. Windrider plus Shaman plus Hex. Very good at sniping Huntresses. Oh. Now mind you, Lin didn't scout in the north. He didn't scout this. He's just got the game sense that there's an expansion coming. He's checking this position, nothing here. He's checking this position, and he finds it. Goes for Serpent Wards to have more damage, to get the cancel. He sends the grunts back so he doesn't lose those. That's a big risk. Is he still gonna have enough damage to get the kill? Entangle slows down the blade. But the Windrider's flying in. And that is easily enough damage. Foggy canceled it last second. Didn't get many resources back from that. The Telly staff was already on the Shadow. He saves himself with that staff. Holy shit. How sick is Lin? He pops the speed scroll because he knows there must be an expansion. He's got the game sense. And then he realizes, actually, I don't need to use the grunts. I don't want to lose them. I'm just going to send them back. My Serpent Wards and my Wyvern are going to be enough damage for the cancel. Fuck me. That was amazing. I'm gonna have to send Carson a clip of this later. He's gonna salivate over it just as me. Cadgus pipe! Oh, Jesus. Damn. Damn, Lin. He's so good. He's so good. It's always amazing. When Lin is in top form, he's almost unbeatable. He's not always there. Sometimes he's not practicing that much. Sometimes he's not motivated that much. And then he still plays well. But he's not playing his very best. But when he's on point, dude, when he's playing his absolute best, it is nothing short of amazing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lin not interested in counter expanding, interestingly. He could easily opt for that if he wanted to. 2 Wyvern. Bye Archer. It seems like Foggy needs more than just 2 Archers here to deal with these Wind Riders. Lin could expand on the high ground, actually. That would be kind of baller.
A player's forces are under attack.
Foggy's finally gonna get up his expansion, but man, it was delayed by so much. This would have been the perfect game for tier 3, by the way. Just creep the map, go tier 3, Tiny Great Hall, Bloodlust, rah rah rah! Late expansion for Foggy. Bell of Giant Strength for the Blade. You know what? That's not too bad. Look at him. He's really tanky now. Agi Tome. Yes, sir. Upgrades are coming for Foggy, though. He's getting a lot stronger. Invul for the Blade. And then we go... Oh, and there's an expansion in the middle. And Foggy actually scouted for it. AP coming up proxy. Oh! Fight breaks out. 1 Archer dead right away. But Lin might not want to actually commit here. With his expansion coming up. Ooh, this Catgust pipe is so sick, dude. Soon to be nerfed. Catgust pipe from 0.75. It says 0.8, but that's wrong. It's 0.75 to 0.5. It's going to be a lot weaker soon. Which is about time. Oh, the grunt. Is he gonna get caught? Wyvern to the side, above the trees, good positioning. But now against so many archers, they're gonna have a tough time. Is the Blade Master in the back supposed to deal with the archers? Lightning Shield on top of him. And look at Lin. He doesn't just select his group and A-click. He micros every single unit individually to get the maximum effect out of them. He used the Lightning Shield to kill the Shadow Mallet Archer. The Wyvern, safe above the trees, can once again put damage onto the hunts. This fight is happening on like 3 screens. Pretty poggers. I don't know if Lin realized there's Invis Archers there. I don't think he cares much. The Expo is about to finish. Wants the Archer, gets the Archer. And Lin does go for the 1-2-1 build, which I really like. I think Focus is way too reliant on his level 2 Windwalk. Level 2 crit and mirror image IMO a lot better.
A player's forces are under attack.
If this expansion falls, Foggy definitely lost this game. But again, Lin pokes. He threatens a big fight, but he doesn't necessarily commit. Now the Blade Master going in to the bag, Lightning Shield on top of him right away. Lots of Wisps are brought though by Foggy. But it's every time very expensive. A couple of Grunts are going down. Blade Master has the Invuln ready when he needs it. He's almost level 4. And then he's going to have also Mirror Image. Ooh, the Windwalk timing. Dude, he was trying to entangle already. I don't think the blade would have died, but it would have gotten close. You know what? If the Shadow Hunter has a Catgus Pipe, that also means the Blade Master is going to have tons of mana for Mirror Image. Which is kind of a relevant buff. And there we go. Mirror Image. Only ever used in this matchup, but in this matchup, it's actually pretty good. And Foggy taps out. A little anticlimactic, but understandable. Foggy had a very competitive game on map 2. Map 1, excuse me. But map 2 seemed to be all going to Lin. Great performance by the Korean, and he shows us why he's a world champion.